names of the 67 people who were killed, and you are blaming Democrats and DEI policies and air traffic control and seemingly the member of the U.S. military who was flying that Black Hawk helicopter. Don't you think you're getting ahead of the investigation right now?
No, I don't think so at all. I don't think with the names of the people, you mean the names of the people that are on the plane? You think that's going to make a difference?
Does it comfort their families?
They are a group of people that have lost their lives. If you want a list of the names, we can give you that. We'll be giving that very soon. We're in coordination with American Airlines. We're in coordination very strongly, obviously.
Mr. President, you have today blamed the diversity elements, but then told us that you weren't sure that the controllers made any mistake. We then said perhaps the helicopter pilots were the ones who made the mistake.
It's all under investigation.
I understand that. That's why I'm trying to figure out how you can come to the conclusion right now that diversity had something to do with this crash.
Because I have common sense.
First of all, let's all send a prayer out to the families who lost loved ones last night in that crash between the helicopter and the airlines plane. And let's do better and be better than the guy who is sitting in the White House, because he will never change. You know, I was sitting here listening to his press conference that he was given at the White House. And you would think that the man would be more sympathetic and have empathy for the families who just lost their lives. But he didn't. He had no sympathy or empathy for those families. And the reason why I'm saying that is because what did he bring up during that news conference? DEI. DEI. There's a time and a place for everything. But that wasn't the time or the place to say that people was unqualified. And that's the reason why people lost their lives. The investigation just started. No one knows exactly what happened. No one knows how that helicopter got into the same airspace as that plane. No one knows this. You know, I did see a video from the Secretary of Defense, and he stated that the crew of that helicopter was experienced, and they were doing a training exercise. So according to him, those guys was experienced. So was that DEI? But according to Donald Trump, all this surrounds DEI. No one knows what color the pilots was. No one knows the gender of the pilots. And the air traffic controller was a male. But for some strange reason, Donald Trump want to talk about DEI. I am so sick and tired of white people bringing up DEI every time there's a tragedy or something bad happens in this country. It's sad. It's sad that racism is making a comeback. Because we all know when they're talking about DEI, they're talking about people of color or they're talking about females. One of the two. And for the President of the United States to sit at that podium and bring that up is a tragedy within itself. And we all need to understand that. We are much better than that. You know, I always hear people say Democrats always want to play the race card. Black people always want to play the race card. Everybody want to play the race card except for the people who are actually playing the race card, which is the Republican Party. This should be a day of mourning for all the people who lost their lives last night. But here we are because of the President of the United States talking about DEI again. That's crazy. We can do better than that. We can be better than the President of the United States. We can have sympathy and empathy for those lives lost last night. But for some reason, our president, Donald Trump, can't go one day without talking about DEI. One day. And that's sad. That's very sad. But like I said, we can do better. DEI wasn't the cause of that accident. It could have been human error, but it wasn't DEI. So stop it.